Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the online meeting of Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. I am pleased to be your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. In the online meeting, there are a few instructions that we follow. First, I request you to rename yourself. All Toastmasters can prefix TM to your name and guests can prefix guest. I also request all the speakers and role holders to prefix role to their name as it's easy to identify them. I give you 10 seconds for this activity. All speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start their speech. Tech host will confirm on the settings. I request you not to type in the chat box when a speaker is speaking as it disturbs the speaker. You can use the private chat to provide feedback. You all are requested to keep your audio on mute in case you aren't speaking. Please refrain from unnecessary movement or sipping of drinks if your video is on. Please turn off the video in case you need to do so. Do not click on the share screen unless your speech or role requires you to do so. You can display a high five or namaste when taking over or leaving a role. You can connect with the tech master for any technical glitch. The tech master for today's meeting is me, myself, Sachin Katyar. If you are a speaker, then please ensure you pin the timer or confirm that the same is visible all times. This meeting has been recorded. In case you have any reservations, please let us know. You can network during the break and after the meeting. With that, let me share the mission of the club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. With that, since I am the peer of today's meeting, let me move forward. First, I would like to thank all the past executive committee members to set an optimum benchmark for our club. Thank you for that. Also, I want to welcome all the current XCOM members for taking up the role and hope to create a new standard in terms of accountability and perfection by pushing the limits beyond boundaries. Let me start this meeting with a story. So there was a popular speaker which I started off a seminar by holding a $20 note. A crowd of 200 has gathered near him just to hear him. He asked, who would like this $20 note? All 200 hands went up. He said, I'm going to give you this $20 to one of you, but first let me do this. He just crumbled that $20 note and then asked, who still wants it? Again, all 200 hands went up. Well, he replied, what if I do this? He take that crumbled $20 note and put it in the ground and he just stomped on it with his shoes. Now he picked that he picked that crumbled and dirty note and then he asked and showed to the crowd that now who still wants it? What do you think what will happen? Again, everyone is putting their hands up and because they want it. My fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, this story has just showed us a very important lesson. No matter what the speaker has done to the money, everyone in the crowd still wants it because it did not decrease its value. It was still worth $20, right? Many times in our lives, life crumbles us and grinds us into the dirt. We made bad decisions or deal with poor circumstances. We feel worthless. But no matter what has happened or what will happen, you will never lose your value. Just keep this thing in your mind. You are special. Don't ever forget it. In Toastmasters, we focus on the same thing. That is, we all together collaborate to make an environment that is full of confident speakers by uplifting the potentials hidden inside them and making them to able to deliver any speech or any project at any stage of life fearlessly. With that, allow me to introduce you all a new member in our club. He is originally from Rajkot, Gujarat, but has been born and brought up in Nagpur, Maharashtra. He worked as a chemical engineer in leading specialty chemical company in Vapi, Gujarat. He is currently preparing for CAT exams and want to develop his communication skills and confidence during public speaking. Please welcome Toastmaster Darwin Makhadia with a round of applause. Everyone, please give him a round of applause. Toastmaster Darwin, I must say that you are at a correct place to start with, and for sure will able to achieve for what you are here for. Now let me spotlight you. Yeah, you're already there. Okay. So I just ask you to put your hands on your heart and do the promise, which we usually do as Toastmasters to attain a common goal. Now I will recite the promise, and as I complete it, you have to say I do at the end. Okay. As a member of Toastmaster International and my club, I promise to attend club meeting regularly, to prepare all my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmaster educational program, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to the club meetings so that they can see the benefits that Toastmaster membership offers, to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all the Toastmaster education and recognition programs, to act within Toastmaster core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of Toastmaster activities. Toastmaster Darwin, do you give us this promise?
I do.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Toastmaster Darwin, once again, and welcome to our Speakers Community Toastmaster Club. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, with that, let me ask guests present in the group to tell us how they got to know about Toastmasters and what are their expectations from the club. I request all the guests to please turn on their videos if they are comfortable with it. Okay, guest Charu, are you going first?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I am
Hello.
Charu Dwivedi, and I have come to know about Toastmasters from TCS. So I'm working as a business analyst at TCS, and I'm here to strengthen my interpersonal and articulation skills. And I'm really looking forward to embark on this journey. Thank you.
Welcome, Charu. We hope you will get what you are here for.
Sachin, you were on mute, I guess. Were you saying something to me?
Am I audible? I am, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Charu, that's what means. I'm saying that hope you get what you are here for. And moving to our next guest, Ahan Kejriwal. Sorry, Ahan, you are not audible. No, not yet. No.
Ahan, you may try removing your headphone and just speak in speaker mode.
No, not yet. Just try to remove your headphones and use a microphone of the laptop. Okay, sure. Moving on to our next guest, Senora. Can you tell us who has told you about Toastmasters and what you are expecting from our club?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Senora Fernandez and I live in Vasai. Currently, I'm working as an analyst at a private valuation firm based out of Ahmedabad. So it's been some time since I've been trying to work on my public speaking skills, and that's how I stumbled upon Toastmasters Club. So this has been my very short journey. This is my first session that I'm attending. So I just want to get an idea about how the club functions and if I would be able to participate in these various activities. I'm just trying to get a feel about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you, Senora.
Thank you.
Next is guest Pratyaksh. Or Prerna, you can go next.
Sure. Hello, everybody. So I am Prerna Mehta, and how did I get to know about Toastmasters? So I am from an organization called Bukwala Organization. So last Sunday, one of my friend slash colleague had attended the session. So with respect to that, I was not able to. So today I'm here to get to know the know-how of the entire Toastmaster series or the clubs that keeps on going, right? So I have a rough idea. I would really love to see the entire session in action. So that's what I'm here for. Thank you.
Thank you, Prerna. Pratyaksh, will you go next?
Hello.
Yeah, Pratyaksh.
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Pratyaksh Shivar and I'm from Indore. I'm currently pursuing BTech from UIT RGPD Bhopal. And I got to know about Toastmasters from a friend of mine of the same college. I attended one meeting yesterday in the Indore Toastmasters Club, and this is my second meeting.
Thank you, Pratyaksh. I hope you'll get a awesome experience.
Yeah.
Do we have any other guest? Ahan, can you try? Okay.
I think that's
Okay. Sorry, Ankit.
no other guest. Ahan is not able to have his audio.
Okay. Yeah, we can move forward. Sure. With that, let us move forward in the meeting. Allow me to introduce the Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster for today's meeting is Toastmaster Amay. Toastmaster Amay holds a record to win the best certificate in any of the sessions he take part. Right? That's really a great feat to achieve. I wish him all the best, and now transferring the Zoom stage to him. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amay.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Sachin, for this wonderful introduction. A warm welcome to all Toastmasters, including members, guests, role players, as well as evaluators for this 28th Speakers Community Toastmasters Club meeting. I welcome you all once again. Firstly, I would like to begin by explaining you how does the Toastmaster meeting functions. Our Toastmaster meeting is basically classified in three types. The first is prepared speeches round, wherein our speakers who are here for prepared speeches will present their speeches with respect to the pathways which they have enrolled for and which they want to excel in. Then these speeches will be evaluated by our evaluators. And after this evaluation, the speakers will get a clear view of do's and don'ts of their speeches, and hence they will flourish in their speeches in the forthcoming meetings. The second part is the table topics round, wherein our table topic master will present the table topics, and this session will be open for members, guests, role players, as well as speakers, and anyone will be able to participate in this session. After the table topic session, there will be the one of the most important session, which is the evaluation session. And in this session, our general evaluator, Toastmaster Subramaniam, will explain the different aspects of the meeting, as well as he will explain the strengths and qualities pursued by the speakers, evaluators, auxiliary role players. And along with the auxiliary role players, they will produce a report which will help the speakers to best judge themselves and to improve. So this was the last this will be the last session, which is the evaluation session. Then let me move on to the second part of the meeting now. Firstly, I would like to thank our Toastmaster Sachin Katiyar for not only playing his role as a presiding officer, but also as Sergeant at Arms, as well as the Zoom Master. So this is really a wonderful showcase of leadership displayed by Toastmaster Sachin. Then when I asked Toastmaster Sachin a question regarding what kind of mischief he has done in the past, just because this question is related to our theme, that is villains of Bollywood. Well, villain in this regards is not the actual or real life villain, but the portrayal of something mischievous. So when I asked him about that what mischief he has done in the past, he answered me that when he was in the 4th standard, he threw his leather belt onto towards his teacher when it was a dark room, and then he shouted that there is a snake in the classroom. So this was one of the funniest incident he remembers, and this is a memorable mischief activity did by him. So this was the answer by Toastmaster Sachin. Now let me move forward for the next roles, that is auxiliary role players. And in auxiliary role players, we have 3 different role players. The first one is grammarian, the second is accounter, and the third one is the timer. So in today's meeting, we have Toastmaster Divya playing as a role of grammarian. When I asked Toastmaster Divya, can we spotlight Toastmaster Divya? Yeah. Okay, so when I asked Toastmaster Divya about what mischief did she remember in the past, so she answered me that when they were out in Tamil Nadu for a summer vacation, so in that during that summer season, they went to a place where they were surrounded by a lot of mango trees, and she couldn't resist to pluck the mangoes. So she plucked 2 or 3 mangoes, and then suddenly, for their surprise, they found that the owner of the farm came shouting at them in Tamil language. So they didn't understood the Tamil language properly, but somehow they tried to settle the matter, and she was not listening, the owner. And then they finally managed to enter the car and run away from that place. But then the driver kept on saying them that she was swearing to them continuously during that time. So this was the mischievous activity she explained. Now I request grammarian Divya to explain her role of as a grammarian.
Yeah, so as a good evening, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmaster and guests. As a grammarian, I am the grammarian for the day. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any incorrect usage of grammar as well as any good usage of words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. I will introduce you to the word of the day. So the word of the day is succinct. I will add the word and the phrase of the day in the chat as well. So the word for the day is succinct, which means compact and precise expression without wasted words. So for an example usage is she gave a succinct summary of the meeting to those of us who were unable to attend. And the phrase for today is takes 2 to tango. So like as in the game of tango, it takes two people to dance at any time. So this idiom means that if there's any suspicious situation, then there's more than one culprit. An example usage is David isn't the only one guilty here. It always takes 2 for a tango. So yeah, all speakers are encouraged to use this word in their speeches. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Divya. Now I'll move on to our next role player, Toastmaster Anisha, for her role as a counter. But before that, when I asked her about the same, that which mischievous incident did she remember, then she told me that in her childhood, she and her friends used to go to a parade group on 26 Jan, and they were very much enthusiastic when the brigadier used to come by helicopter, and to get the glimpse of that helicopter from so close, they did try to enter the restricted premises. Had it been the case, if they were caught, then they were liable to be booked under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, that is UAPA. So this was the terrible incident, but I salute her for her courage that, having guts to enter into the restricted area is itself, a heroic act, though they still managed not to get themselves booked into UAPA. So over to you, Toastmaster Anisha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amay. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm a counter of the day. As the counter, I will note words and sounds that are used as crush fillers by the speaker. During the meeting, I will listen to the crush words such as, and, well, but, so, you know. I will also listen the filler sounds such as or. I will note when a speaker repeats a phrase such as I, or this means, or long and short pauses. I will give my report when called by the journal evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anisha, for explaining the role of our counter. Now I'll move on to our next role player, who is Toastmaster Preetham, to explain the role of a timer. So I request Zoom Master to please spotlight Toastmaster Preetham.
Please turn on your video. Hello.
Yes, Toastmaster Preetham.
Hello. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Sorry, my laptop got stuck. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, for introducing me. Welcome. Good evening. Welcome, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am the timer for the day. As a timer, my duty is to time the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. For prepared speeches, the time allocated for as per the subject will be stated by the evaluator. For instance, for icebreaker speech, the time allotted is 4 to 6 minutes. For table topics, it is 1 to 2 minutes. And for evaluation, it is 2 to 3 minutes. I will display the green screen for the minimum qualifying time, the yellow screen in the middle of the qualifying time, and the red screen at the end of the qualifying time. For prepared speeches and evaluations, the speaker has 30 seconds grace before minimum and after the qualifying range. For table topics, there is a grace of 30 seconds, only 30 seconds for after the qualifying range. I will report the time taken by the speakers when called upon. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Preetham. Now we will move on to our next part of the session, that is the theme. So, dear Toastmasters, the theme for today is villains in Bollywood. Many of us since our childhood have seen a lot of Bollywood movies, and in those movies we always appreciate and we keep huge respect for the actor and actresses for their performance, because they look smart, they look dynamic, they look dashing, they look attractive. But I ask you a question, that is Bollywood really worth enough without villains? No. The answer would be certainly no, because villain play that significant part which always remains memorable in the minds of the audiences. Many a time it too happens that the Bollywood villains have surpassed their performance with respect to the actors, and they make impressionable picture of themselves in the minds of the audience. So it is said that the protagonist isn't a hero until he faces a villain. Most of the time, villains are underrated, hated, shown disgust, but they are unforgettable. There are few names which I would like to tell you that have left their mark in the history of Indian cinema. So the first four names that generally come to our mind, actually speaking, since the introduction of Bollywood in the Indian cinema, since from those days there are a lot of good actors portraying the role of villains. So they are no real life villains, but they are just the actors which are portraying the villain part. So here why I've decided the theme is just to pay tribute to such an actor or actresses that have portrayed villain, and necessarily we all know that all these actors in real life were really the gentle and good people. Whereas we have even come across incidences where the genuine actor or actresses are real life villains. So not to comment on that, I would just like to take few names of these respectable actors who played their part as a villains in Indian cinema. First one, Sir Amjad Khan, playing as the role of Gabbar in the movie Sholay. It is still present, his acting is still present in our mind, and it will not fade away. Then we have Sir Amrish Puri, and he is remembered for his role as Mogambo in Mr. India. Then there is one more name who is not maybe that much popular among the youngsters, but still during his days he played really a superb role, and literally the girls and women used to frighten. His name is Sir Prem Chopra, and the way he used to look in front of the camera, then it was really scary enough. Then who will forget the role of Mr. Kulbhushan Kharbanda, who played a role of Shakal, and still his role is memorable enough. And let me tell you one incident when I was watching this movie, and suddenly when he was talking to his assistants, and then he was questioning him that there is someone amongst you who have done something wrong, and he urges to just come out and tell and explain themselves. Otherwise, the situation would be bad. And when no one was answering, then suddenly a crocodile from no place comes up, and then he eats one of his assistants. So that particular incident really was very much scary, and I appreciate acting of Sir Kulbhushan Kharbanda in that. So moving on with our actual session now, and keeping the theme in mind, now I would like to request our first evaluator, Toastmaster Ankit, to explain the objective of speech for our first speaker, Toastmaster Aarti. Over to you, Toastmaster Ankit.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amay. Toastmaster Aarti is attending Level 2 Project 1. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his or her primary style. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes, and the speaker will be using slides. So Toastmaster, please take note of that. Thank you.
Yeah, so
I will be sharing my screen.
yes, sir. Okay, so I request speaker one, Aarti.
Yes.
So Master 2, please spotlight. Aarti.
Can I start?
Yes, sure.
Aarti, your screen is
Aarti,
visible.
My screen is
Ar-
visible or not?
It's not visible. Timer, can you please remove your screen so that Aarti can show her screen?
yes, Aarti can pin me when I share the screen, but you can the spotlighter can spotlight the Aarti screen first, so we all can see the Aarti screen.
Is it okay?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Now it is visible. So how would I show the timer cards? I have to share the screen, no?
Aarti, you can pin the timer so that you can see the timer card.
Pin the timer. Okay.
Yes, yes. I'll share now. So tell me if it's visible. Is it visible?
Wait a minute.
It's okay. Okay, timer, you can just put on chat to Aarti as you'll not be able to share your screen. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'll do one more thing. I have one more thing. I will change my video title. Okay. Yes, yes. So now just pin me, Aarti.
I'll have to pin you.
Yes, yes. Just pin me. It is white, no? White, green, yellow, red.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Now you can see the
Yes, I
colors?
can see.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Go on, go on.
Can I start? Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Communication work for those who work at it. It is said that communication is the key to success both in professional and personal life. We interact, everybody has a unique communication style, the way in which they interact and exchange their information to others. Baby communicates from birth through sounds, crying, squealing, and body language. Body language is one of the most common way of communication. There are different body languages that show different communication styles: angry, happy, sad. There are different body languages. Animals also communicate in their own way, although they cannot speak. Let's talk about different communication styles. Hey, Mamu, if you know the name of the movie, you can unmute yourself and tell the answer which movie I am talking about.
MBBS, Munna Bhai.
Yes, that's right. It's Munna Bhai MBBS. And the perfect example of passive communication is the circuit. He is the circuit. Bhai ne bola to karne ka. Means if Munna Bhai says something, then that should be done. He is like a genie for Munna Bhai. For my passive style, it was with my teacher. My teacher said, Aarti, stand up. Aarti will stand up. If teacher says, Aarti, sit down, Aarti will sit down. And if the teacher says, Aarti, get out of the class, Aarti will get out of the class without any question. That was my passive style. Passive communicators don't involve or create any personal conflict. They don't have any personal opinion. Passive aggressive communicators use sarcasm. They are in denial mode. They are disruptive and they can't share. Passive aggressive. Now, Munna Bhai is in the college. It is the first day and he asked a question to the dean. Dean said, Munna Bhai asked, if someone in the casualty and about to die, is it necessary for him to fill the form? Dean didn't respond. He just left the class. But in the later part of the movie, he tried to expel Munna Bhai from the college. That was his passive aggressive style. For me, I adopted this style when my maid frequently took 5 days or 10 days leave without prior notice. But this time, I didn't scold him. I scold her. I just gave the salary for the days she worked. Aggressive people are blaming, they are criticizing, they are threatening, and they have the attitude, I am right, you are wrong. Munna Bhai's aggressive style reflects when he kidnapped a businessman in the beginning of the movie. Maqsood's aggressive style is seen when he said, my name is Maqsood. If you want to complain, you can complain. And my aggressive style is can be seen. I had gone to a garden. I saw a boy thrashing a dog. So I was angry. I told him not to do, but he didn't listen. So I gave a tight slap to him. Assertive communicators are firm and polite. They are respectful of others. They have confidence. I like this assertive communication style. Munna Bhai MBBS showed his assertive communication style when he compelled or challenged the hospital authorities that they could not remove Munna Bhai's bed. About my incident, we were at the railway station when I saw a dark, tall lady approaching us. She requested us to take a parcel and deliver it to a person who will approach us at the next station. But I reluctantly said no and saved ourselves from the consequences. So for me, my assertive communication style, I prefer the most. Assertive people are honest, they are polite, and we all are above all the style we use at different point of time, and so be assertive, and in the language of Munna Bhai, give jadoo ki jappi or a magical hug to all. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aarti, for your speech under the Pathway Presentation Mastery. Now I request Toastmaster Sai Kumar to present his speech under the Pathway Dynamic Leadership, where the title of his speech is Less or More. So I request Zoom Master to please spotlight Toastmaster Sai Kumar.
Amay, you need to first call out to the evaluator, that's Kalpana.
Fine, okay. Fine, then I'm sorry for the sequence. I mean, I didn't go by the proper sequence. So I request Toastmaster Kalpana to please explain the learning object of this speech.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Sai Kumar is going to present a speech that is of level 1, but project 3. The purpose of his project is for him to learn, review basic research methods, and then present a well-organized speech. The title of his speech is Less is More. Less is More. The length of the speech that he is going to present is 5 to 7 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana. And as Toastmaster Kalpana has explained, the title is Less and More. So I request
less is more. Less is more.
Okay, less is more. Fine. So I request Zoom Master to please spotlight Toastmaster Sai Kumar.
Hello, am I audible and visible?
Sai
Yes, you
Kumar,
are.
can you pin me? I am visible, right? Timer cards.
Yes, yes, you are.
Okay.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Can I start? This I was procrastinating from last 1 year. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guest. The X factor is like a wire. The less you stretch, the more it will expand. It increases so fast that you will never know when extra alphabet added letter is added to your X factor. The X factor in me is my belly, and I'm the victim of this X factor. In a very short span of time, within 1 year, I've added 2 letters to my X factor. My t-shirt size increased from XL to double XL. My belly stomach was like a round tire which can burst anytime. And my waist size, don't even ask. I cannot tell the number. Why this excess increase in weight happens? According to the medical expert research ICMR, there are many reasons to gain weight. It can be inadequate sleep, eating habit, stress, metabolism, depression, intake of sugar, consumption of all oily junk food. Now, before the lockdown in January 2020, my weight was 91 kg. According to the BMI, body mass index, our weight should be proportional to our height. My height is 5'10". So accordingly, my weight should be around 70 kg, and I was already overweight. When the national lockdown was announced in March 2020, all our work lives changed suddenly. From work from office, we went into the virtual mode, work from home. And from work from home, many changes happened in terms of eating, sleeping, no body movements, etc. So I used to eat all oily and junk food, whatever I see in my house. My breakfast timing from 9 a.m. went to 11 a.m. In office, I used to have lunch at 1 p.m. and from work from home mode, my lunch timing went to 3 p.m. I used to work for approx 12 hours a day and I used to sleep at midnight, 12 or 1 a.m. And this started to affect my health, and within 3 to 4 months, I again gained 4 kgs. 8 months back, when I wanted to go for my medical test, 90% of my trouser was not fitting to my waist. Thank God, in today's world, we have Zoom formals, so you don't have to worry below the waist. So after my medical test, when my medical report came, my physician gave me a strong recommendation. You need to lose weight because my blood pressure and cholesterol was at the borderline and it can prove risky at any time. It was a high time for me to take action and reduce weight. 8 months back, then I started to wake up 6 a.m. in the morning, do my morning walk for 30 minutes, workout exercise for 30 minutes, started to avoid all junk food. I used to complete my work on time and take sleep for 6 to 7 hours per day. And slowly, after 4 months, I started to see a slow and steady improvement in my health. And when I did my weight again, so I reduced around 3 to 4 kgs. Now, according to the American medical expert, 42% of adults between 25 to 35 years of age suffer from a cardiac arrest, and many are heart patients because of excessive weight. Even during the national lockdown survey, 48% of people have gained weight. So have a diet plan, take adequate sleep, work out daily. I started to go to gym and do daily workout for 1 to 1.5 hours. And all the diet plan and the workout has been designed by my instructor and I followed seriously. And my next target is to reduce 7 to 8 kg by the end of December 2021. I want to look slim and handsome like our DTM Ankit. I want to be less like him, not more like my B. So my dear friends, plan your diet during lockdown. Do workout for minimum 45 minutes. Eat less and work out more. Thank you. Over to Timur.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sai Kumar, for this wonderful speech. I'm sure by the end of December this year, you will lose 7 to 8 kgs and you will again gain your posture back, I'm sure. And we are all keen to look forward to the new Toastmaster Sai Kumar. So indeed, that was a wonderful speech and hats off to you. Now, may I call upon evaluator Toastmaster Anand to explain the objectives of our next speaker. Toastmaster.
Hello, am I visible and am I visible and audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Dheeraj is attempting his speech from level 2 project on understanding your leadership style. The purpose of this project is for the member to identify his primary leadership style. The purpose of this project is for the member to share some aspect of his primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Timer, please note, timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Timur.
Yeah. So may I request Zoom Master to please Toastmaster Dheeraj, and he will be his name, Toastmaster Dheeraj.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Dheeraj, can you see the timer cards?
Yes, I'm able to see it.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm starting. Good evening, fellow taskmaster and the guest. Myself, speaker 3, Dheeraj Singh, and my speech title is Y greater than H. The project is Understanding Your Leadership Style, and my mentor is Nancy D'Souza. Every successful person has a story, and if you keenly observe the story, you will get to know they have a common thread. All of them have faced a huge unsurmountable obstacle. Using the resources they never knew they had, against all the odds, they managed to overcome the situation and turn it around. It didn't matter what the obstacle was. It could have been their childhood tragedy, their health, their debt, but they had compelling reasons. They had an insatiable urge to overcome the situation and achieve their target. When your why becomes stronger than your how, then automatically you will be able to achieve that target. And if you are still worried with that, how you will be achieving your target, how you will be doing this, how you will be doing that, it means that your reason, your purpose of doing that task is not yet strong enough. You need to work on it. You need to figure out how to make your purpose strong enough. So when your why becomes stronger than your how, then you will be able to reach your ignition point. While I was undergoing through this leadership program, then I got to know that every individual has multiple types of leadership skills. And as per the Toastmaster International, these are the 8 different leadership styles. And as per the Toastmaster International, every individual has one dominant set of leadership skill. But for my part, I consider that we all need all these leadership styles, all these leadership skills, one at a time at different stages of life. I feel like we are like an 8-legged insect, and we work on all these leadership skills. We cannot leave any leadership skill. We cannot be major in one leadership style and weak in other leadership styles. We need to incorporate all these leadership styles. To give you a sense of my leadership style, I will share you a small story about me. In 2019, I decided to enroll for PhD in electrical engineering. And in my department, generally physics, chemistry, and the biology person opt for PhD. Otherwise, engineers don't go for PhD. And even they go for PhD, they go for after 10 to 15 years of experience. And I was trying to get a PhD degree at very young age. And in our department, we have a rule that if you are opting for a PhD, if you want to pursue a PhD in a topic, then you have to find the topic related to the work you're already working on. And the system with which I am working is a very old technology. And if you're working in an old technology and you want to pursue a PhD on that, then it's a difficult task, because to get a publication is already saturated technology is a very difficult thing. So everyone was telling me that you will not be able to make your PhD even after 7 years of your PhD work. 7 years is the deadline. So you will be not be able to make your PhD. Added to my workload, I had some other responsibilities, that I was involved in some automation work, and that was a very time engrossing task. I have to look into very minute details and everything. So I have to dedicate a lot of time for that official work. Along with that, adding to my load, as a part of PhD, you have to complete some coursework at IIT Bombay and at HBNI. So now you can see that the obstacle in front of me was that I had to work on old technology. Then I have to complete my official work. Then I have to attend the coursework at the IIT Bombay, then the HBNI coursework. So a lot of obstacles. So my schedule was like from 8 to 10, I was attending the coursework at HBNI. Then from 10 to 5 p.m. I was at office. And from 5 to 8 p.m. I was attending the coursework at IIT Bombay. And after that, I was from IIT Bombay, again, I was traveling from Panvel to, from Powai to Navi Mumbai. So at IIT Bombay, the coursework assigned to me was about radiating system. It was totally a new course for me. I'm an electrical engineering and this is a electronics subject. So I was not aware about anything about this topic, and the professor was very strict, and the level of this course is an advanced level course. So I was not able to understand anything from the coursework. And you know that there are some front benchers, they are always raising their hand for every question. They are knowing everything. And at that time I was like, "Kehna kya chahte ho?" I was not able to understand what the professor is saying. But I was anyhow managing the things. I was attending the class, I was attending the coursework and everything. The doomsday appeared. I have to appear for the exam. It was a 3 hours exam. And after 1.5 hours, I have to leave the exam because I have to attend some meeting, urgent meeting at office. When I was leaving the classroom, everyone was looking at me with an apprehension that this boy is sure to fail in this exam. Even the professor was giving the same look to me. But no one can do anything because I have to leave for my meeting. Fast forward, the day of result came, and the professor was showing the copies and the marks to everyone. And it was told that those who have failed will not be shown the copy, and the copies are shown in an ascending order. So the professor was announcing the name and showing the marks, and I was waiting. After 50% of copies were distributed, my name was not called. So you know that human, we get a panic attack, and a lot of negative emotions start appearing in my mind that, oh, maybe I failed in the exams. I was feeling guilty that I should have worked on the numericals. I should have completed my assignment. And after a few times, only 2-3 copies were left in the professor's hand. I was 100% sure that I have failed in the exams. I was keeping my hand down and I was thinking that, hey God, what to do next. And the last, when the professor, I was totally panicked at all the situation. At the last, when the professor showed the last copy, it was my copy, and I secured the highest marks in the class. It was 97 out of 100. Similarly, I performed equally in all the coursework at IIT Bombay, at the HBNI. And regarding publications, in 1.5 years, I published this much of publications. And it is not an easy task, because for PhD, you have to publish only 1 paper. And for BRC, it is 2 papers. But anyhow, I was lucky, I think, that I was able to make this much of publications. So what I wanted to make that it is not mandatory to have 10 to 15 years of experience to do some qualitative research work. Even with your some small amount of experience, if you are dedicated, passionate, you can contribute significantly to the research work. Along with that, I was working on automation work. I successfully demonstrated that we can implement automation in a high voltage pulse power supply, having a high EMI. Not only I published, not only the research publications, my articles, I published various articles in various international magazines like this India Perspective. My articles are published in the leading newspapers. You can just type my name and search, type my name Dheeraj Kumar Singh as an author. You will get a lot of links. So regarding leadership, I feel that leadership is all about that you are hardworking, persistent, patient, and a keen observer. You should be a succinct and a keen observer. You automatically get the skill needed to clear the situation that is at your hand. I've finished this speech with a quote that leadership is the capability to translate your vision into reality. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dheeraj. Now may I call upon Timer for please showing his timer report. Zoom Master, please spotlight Timer. Preetham.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are.
Yes. So the time taken by first speaker, that is Aarti, is 6 minutes and 11 seconds. The time taken by second speaker, that is Sai Kumar, is 7 minutes and 30 seconds. The time taken by Dheeraj is 7 minutes and 13 seconds. So all qualify.
Okay, thank you so much, Preetham.
Welcome.
Yeah, now may I request Zoom Master to please launch the polls. Is it done?
No, 5 are pending.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done.
Thank you so much, Zoom Master. Now I request Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Nikita, to please continue with the table topic session.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Amay. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, yes, you are.
Okay. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Nikita and I am the table topic master for the day. This is an impromptu speech session of a Toastmasters meeting. It's an interesting session which will give a chance to Toastmasters and guests to sharpen their listening, thinking, organizing, and speech delivery skills. For table topics, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. Green screen to be shown at 1 minute, yellow screen at 1.5 minutes, red at 2 minutes. A grace period of 30 seconds is given to qualify for the vote. Speaker has to speak for a minimum of 1 minute to qualify for the voting. All speakers are requested to use the word of the day, succinct, and phrase of the day, tutu tango. I encourage the members and the guests to volunteer for the session. Now, let us begin with the session. Do we have any volunteers? Yes, Toastmaster Harsh. Can we do an audio and video check with you?
Yeah, am I audible and visible, right?
Yes, you are. Okay, so keeping the theme in mind, I will give you a situation and then you can start speaking about the situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so Toastmaster Harsh, you are offered a pill that is going to make you 25% more intelligent, but your hair permanently decays with your eyebrows. Will you take it?
Can
Harsh,
you repeat again?
you are offered a pill that is going to make you 25% more intelligent, but your hair will permanently decay along with your eyebrows. Are you going to take it, Toastmaster Harsh?
Okay, so if I'm understanding it right, it's like a optimization issue that I'm facing here, like comparing my hairs with something else, and I think I will go with the second option. Like I will definitely what I can say. Yeah, I will definitely sacrifice my hairs because any day after 45, after 45 or 50 down the line, I'm not going to have hairs. That's for sure. And it's better to have intelligence so that by the intelligence I can, I can work fast. And it is mentioned that it is mentioned in scientific journals that people are using very less amount of their brain. So if one is able to utilize that untapped power of the brain, then it will be helpful for them to do the task efficiently. And probably I will able to work on what I might work after 40 so that I can take retirement at 45 and enjoy the rest of the life. So that is something promising I would like to take. But again, there is something I would say, as I mentioned, like it is a trade-off. So if hairs are gone, and again you have not mentioned like at what age it will it happen. So if I take it like, okay, right now it is going to happen, then my view will change. I won't take it because it's kind of 20 to 30 is a different age. You focus on lot of things. But be uh, if I was in a particular age where I mean about 30 or 35, then I might take this as a good option. But again, it's not that clear thing to go with. But still, as you mentioned, like there is one thing to choose. I will definitely go with the more intelligence because ultimately I want to work fast, succeed faster, and at the end of the day, like after 45, I might enjoy the retirement. So thanks a lot. Over to you, Toastmasters. Sorry, the table topic masters of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh. That was a very clear and succinct speech. Do we have any next volunteer? Yes, I see Toastmaster Ankit.
I was just giving a thumbs up for.
Okay.
It's okay if you want. I can.
Okay, so I also see Toastmaster Kalpana, so we can take her. Toastmaster Kalpana?
Yes.
Do you have an audio and video check?
Yeah, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Can you pin the timer on your screen?
You want me to pin it?
Yeah, just pin me.
Yeah, I got it. Yes, I got it. I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
yes, white. Yeah.
Toastmaster Kalpana, your topic is a second chance. A second chance. Toastmaster Kalpana.
Thank you, Nikita, for the topic. Second chance is something I think everybody waits for. But still hope that I never look out for a second chance and I try to accomplish whatever I want in the first chance I get. Because I don't know whether the second chance will still be having the same circumstances as the first chance. For example, when I was young, I really wanted and played a lot of sports, lot of outdoor games and activities, and everything was outdoors. There were times when I did laze out, when I did not take advantage of the time that was given to me to live an outdoor life, because I felt, oh wow, it's nice to curl up with a book in your hand and listen to some music and enjoy life lazing away. But now, when I'm having a chance, when I'm having every infrastructure, all my dreams and goals coming together, and when I need to step out, the second chance has come in my life, but the circumstances are not the same anymore. So I feel we should try to accomplish whatever we want in the first chance that we actually get, and ensure that we can have a backup plan. We can wait for the time to be right, but the first is the best always. So always try and achieve whatever you want in the very first chance that you get. Second chance, you wait for it. You might slowly slide into the thinking mode, a lazy mode of maybe I'll also have a third chance if I'm going to get a second chance. So achieve everything as much as possible, strive and get it in that very first chance. Of course, keep something for the second chance, because life also gives us a second chance. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Nikita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana. That was a very nice speech. I see Toastmaster Manas for his hand raised up for the tabletop. Can we have a quick audio and video check with you, Toastmaster Manas?
Yeah, am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are. Can you pin the timer on your screen?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Manas, your topic for today is the side of me that nobody knows. The side of me that nobody knows, Toastmaster Manas.
Side of need that nobody knows. Every people have their own sides. That actually it is other people's eye that how they perceive. Every people have wrong side, right side, that positive and negative. Without the negative, without any other sides, there would not be any, any human being. Even gods have also that both that sides, positive and negative. So here it totally depends upon that human being, how he carry out his values, how he carry out his culture, and how he represents his own, what he learned from his parents, right? That is we call it Sanskrit, that is we call it culture, how he represents that thing, and how he managed to showcase to other peoples. And he should be a role model for all of that newcomers, for at least for their children's. So this is that sides how it would be. It is depends upon that person to person. So better that the same person, like I know that what is that, which side is best for me. That that Nathuram Godse also have that side that he is the best from that, but it is from others angle that he could not be, he is the wrong side. But as per Nathuram Godse, he is the right side. So it is that depends upon the person to person. And the main thing is that who are we need to understand. This is that first side and best side for all human beings. Over to you, Toastmaster, table topic master Nikita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manas. That was a very wonderful speech. Do we have any more volunteers? I encourage the guests to participate. Yes, Toastmaster Dhyanesh. Toastmaster Dhyanesh, can we have a quick audio and video check with you?
Hi, am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. Can you pin the timer on your screen?
No, I'm not able to see the time.
Can you see it now?
No. Let me try.
Actually, I haven't shared any screen. I'm presenting my video. Just pin me.
Oh, yes, now I can see the time.
Okay, great. Toastmaster Dhyanesh, your topic for today is home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. Toastmaster Dhyanesh.
Home is where the heart is. In fact, I have been a person who has been very attached to my home and my family. As a child, being the elder child in the family, I was always pampered, and that was something that would, attach me to my home. And wherever I went, even if I went outside, I needed to get back home. My father was of an opinion that I need to go to a boarding school and stay away from home and study. But somewhere I always felt from the bottom of my heart that I'm not going to leave home. I'm just going to be here for as long as I can. I stayed at home for quite some time, but when the time came for getting an admission for engineering, I had to move away from home. I stayed away from home for 4 years, but even then, every weekend I would be back home, traveling the 6 hours one way. I would get back home on every weekend, and then on every Monday I would go back to Ratnagiri, where my college was. And I have always been attached to home. Even after that, after growing up, after starting working, going out for work, whatever it be, going out with friends, even if I happen to go to Pune from Mumbai, I prefer coming back home to stay overnight, even if I have to go back to Pune the next day. So it has been that kind of a journey. I kind of cannot stay away from home. My heart always resides at home. I'm a different person away from home. In fact, my wife said that to me one day. You are a different person at home, and you're a different person away from home. But I like to be back at home, and I'm really grateful to her that she encourages me to be back at home. Even if I say to her that if we need to have our own life, we may have to step out, but she is always of the opinion that we need to be back home. Probably she understands.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Dhyanesh. For the last table topic, may I invite one of the guests, guest Haripriya, may we have you on the stage?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Guest Haripriya, your topic for today is back to school. Back to school, guest Haripriya. Guest Haripriya, can you see the timer? Can you pin it on your screen?
Okay. I am unable to do that. I can see the timer cards, but
okay, that's fine. Okay, guest Haripriya, back to school.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikita. After listening to this topic, just now I was posting a video in my Instagram dancing with my mother. So that's the first thing which clicks in my head is in school days, my father never supported me for the towards the dance because he feels that in our family, it's out of the family culture. So basically, most of the families have that orthodox condition. So it was my mom who always supported me in dance in school days, where she was the one who used to visit every cultural festival when I was probably second standard to the 10th standard, every cultural festival, and she encouraged me towards it. That's the reason I am a semi-classical dancer, thankfully at least. So back to school, that's the only first thing I can remember. And second thing, we just finished the morning training session of the district directors, where there itself also I felt back to school because of ABCD analysis. I cannot tell detail what is it about, but because of that ABCD, I remember that we learned in school days. These are the two things right now I recollect. And the third thing is now I am going to visit a wedding where I'm going to meet my childhood buddies now. So back to school, I am going to go there. So that's it from my side. And thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Nikita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Haripriya. That was great. May we have the timing report?
Yes, yes, yes. For the first, Toastmaster Hers took 2 minutes 12 seconds. Toastmaster Kalpana took 1 minute 52 seconds. Toastmaster Manas took 1 minute 51 seconds. Toastmaster Dhyanesh took 2 minutes 14 seconds, and guest Haripriya took 1 minute and 26 seconds. So all are qualified for the vote.
Thank you so much, timer of the day. May we have the polls for the best table topic speaker?
Also, is still not ready. I'll launch it in a meanwhile.
Okay, sure. So meanwhile, I'll hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Amay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikita. Let us move forward for the last session now, that is evaluation. So may I call our general evaluator, Toastmaster Subramaniam, to please share.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amay. So as a general evaluator, it is my duty and responsibility to find out observe the nuances of the meeting right from the beginning till the end. And I have two set of teams. First is the speech evaluation team, and second is the team, timer, accountant, and grammarian. So first, I would like to call the speech evaluation team to evaluate our first speaker, Toastmaster Aarti. We have a person who has been a Toastmaster for the last 6 years, who is leading with a motive, lead to serve. Okay, so I request all of you to vote. In the meantime. Okay, let me continue. And when I asked him about the theme, what is that one villain in your own life? Okay, so he told my own preconceived notions about situation have been a villain in my life, and Toastmasters and also the evaluation in Toastmasters had helped me to realize that one should not be judgmental and we should evaluate to motivate. That is what he is going to do now. And when I asked him what is that one Bollywood character that you could remember, okay, so I'll share that later. So let us have a distinguished Toastmaster Ankit to present his evaluation for the speech of Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Subramaniam. And that character was Crime Master Gogo, and he's right behind me. It's talking about the speech, communicate and connect. Toastmaster Aarti, the speech title was pretty succinct, and I could understand what the speech was going to be by listening to the speech title itself. So wonderful speech title selected. What I loved about your speech, first, is the presentation. Thank you so much for having a presentation slide. And this is a speech which, if a presentation slide is present, it becomes easier for the audience to understand. So you did pretty well in terms of having a presentation slide. The second aspect that I loved about your speech was the interaction with the audience. You asked a question to the audience. You asked about some Munna Bhai, and audience, someone replied Munna Bhai. So that shows that you were connected with the audience and audience were listening to you. That was the second point that you did very well, connection with the audience. Third part that I loved about your speech was the structure of the speech. You described about each of the communication styles. Then you gave a definition of the communication style. You gave your own view of that style. Then you gave an example from Munna Bhai's movie. And then you also gave your own example for each of the styles. So that was wonderfully done. A very good structure you had in your speech. So kudos to you. The fourth part that I loved about your speech was the example of Munna Bhai itself. This is Munna Bhai is a very popular movie, and I'm sure most of us would have seen it. So each of us could connect with the example. So thank you for choosing that wonderful example of Munna Bhai and going in detail about the communication style in that. So kudos to you on selecting the example. These were the good things that were done in the speech. Now, what is it that we can do better? Toastmaster Aarti, so I have a few feedback. It doesn't take two to tango, Toastmaster Aarti. So what I felt was that in your presentation, the font that you were using, the font were not solid fonts. They were outline fonts, and inside there was white. So what it was it becomes a bit difficult for people. Okay, now in the online scenario, it's fine. But if you're in a physical scenario and people are seeing your speech, it becomes difficult for the audience from the behind seating to understand what the font is. So always have solid fonts, which has the color and everything put in. So that is one aspect about what can be done better. The second aspect is your speech objective said that you have to talk about the impact of your speech on others, impact of your style on others. So that I felt was missing. You could have also given an example of how your communication style impacted others in your life or others in general. So that is one point that I felt could have been done better. Overall, a wonderful speech. I loved the aspect of using the presentation, the structure of the speech, the example of Munna Bhai, the connect with the audience in terms of asking question, just working on the fonts and talking about the impact of the speech on others. The speech would have been excellent. But overall, a wonderful speech, and I wish you all the best for your further speeches. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, DTM Ankit, for your intricate and candid feedback. So we had our second speaker as Toastmaster Sai Kumar, and to evaluate him, we have a person who loves to read, who loves to travel, and she is also a blogger and a soft skill trainer. When I asked her about the villain in her life, she replied, "I never gave anyone permission to be a villain in my life. I am my own hero and my own villain." Okay, what is the Bollywood character that she could relate to is Mogambo Kushwa by Amrish Puri. I'm not sure if I pronounced the dialogue properly. This is the character that she could relate to. Let us have Toastmaster Kalpana to present the evaluation report for Sai Kumar's speech.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator Subramaniam. Let me just give you a small evaluation, a succinct evaluation report for Sai Kumar's speech. Fit to fat actually had me in fits. You actually got me hooked, and I actually found myself mentally going 1, 2, 1, 2 as you started jogging, and wondered why I was not actually wiping the perspiration off my forehead. Before I realized, okay, I'm on a virtual platform and I'm actually not exercising. That opening was quite bang on, and it made me wonder what it is that you are going to speak about today, Sai Kumar. So my curiosity was aroused as from that you took me to a journey of X Factor, falling slowly and steadily into the depths of fats and obesity that is ailing all of us in present day COVID scenario. Your humor was bang on. I do not remember at which particular line I have not laughed. In fact, my health has actually improved. I think I'm going to be fat because laughter is the best medicine. And that was peppered everywhere in your speech, and it made your speech worth listening to. I never knew where the 7 minutes actually flew as you started speaking. You brought on, the sedentary Zoom work visual. Everything that you spoke about actually brought up a visual, and that had me connected to what your life would have been as you realized that you were going from size X to XXL. Your hand gestures, your eye contacts, excellent. I really enjoyed as I listened to your speech today. Few things I feel could have really enriched your speech. And that few things I feel you could have researched more on the diseases that obesity brings on, because cholesterol, BP, sugar, everything is related to a sedentary lifestyle. We need to look into it, and it could have been researched much better with more data. I also feel that as you spoke, you could have, interacted with the audience, asking them, have you faced it? Have you faced the problem of being fit? Have you faced the problem of not getting up and exercising? Have you ever thought that, no, I need to be fit? That way, if you had connected to the audience, I'm sure, at least 80 to 100% of the audience today would have thought of exercising. So next time, do connect to the audience and let us also feel a part of the journey and encourage us to do the exercises that you're doing. Wonderful, wonderful speech. I know if you want to exercise, perhaps it takes two to a tango, because I cannot exercise alone. I really need to be in a group to exercise. So let us keep exercising, let us keep healthy, and let your speech be more healthy or towards a healthier speaking to you, Sai Kumar. All the best to you for all the future speeches. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kalpana. We had our third speaker, Toastmaster Dheeraj, and to evaluate him, we have a very sweet evaluator, I would say. Okay, so when I asked him about the theme of today's session, who is the villain in your life? He told he is a serial lifelong, procrastinator, and primarily due to his inherent laziness and inertia. And the villain character that he was able to relate to is Sid, Ranbir Kapoor in Wake Up Sid. He felt that is an opt character that he would immediately able to immediately able to relate to. Let us have Toastmaster Anand to evaluate Toastmaster Dheeraj's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator Subramanian, for that introduction and that funny take. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the day, and my target speaker, Dheeraj. First of all, I congratulate you on taking this very important speech on leadership on the 4th of July, the Independence Day of the United States of America. Kudos to you for taking this wonderful speech topic. And your speech topic couldn't have been more succinct, wide greater than edge. And it has been, and right from the start, you put purpose as important part of the speech. You also mentioned about the obstacles of the speech, which I felt was a good part of your speech in communicating to the audience, which is your storytelling abilities. And you could connect to the people because of that. You had a good underdog story. You started with, you faced the multiple obstacles in your personal life. And this is probably some of the obstacles which a lot of us do face in our personal lives as well. And you could put it over there. Also used humor, like by saying, "Kehna kya chahte ho?" And that was like a really, people could again connect with you. Also, while explaining the leadership styles, you mentioned it is not just one dominant style, but there are different styles, and it will be a combination of one style or the other. And used a very apt example to explain that using an 8-legged insect. Explained as an 8-legged insect, and that was very apt. So you have very strong storytelling capabilities. Probably if Abraham Lincoln would have been here, he would have come and given you a high five and just said, "Wow," and he would have continued. You ended up with saying a good quote, "Leadership is the capability to translate vision into reality." And that is where I felt what a nice visual when about explaining your speech topic on purpose. Simon Sinek had mentioned, we say what we do. We sometimes say how we do it, but we rarely say why we do what we do. Throughout your speech, I could identify the what. But the why is something that I was really looking for. What was that purpose? What was that vision that helped you to guide through that entire story? To summarize, I would say you have great storytelling capabilities, you have good humor, you connect to the audience well. As a challenge, I would request you, probably you can repeat your speech explaining the why of it, and I am sure you will come out with flying colors on it. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand, for that detailed evaluation. Now I would like to call the timer, Toastmaster Preetham, to provide the timing report for the evaluation segment.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subramanian. So the first evaluator, that is Toastmaster Ankit, took 3 minutes 4 seconds. Second evaluator, that is Kalpana, took 3 minutes 10 seconds, and third evaluator, that is Anand, took 3 minutes and 16 seconds. So all are qualified for the vote.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Preetham. I would request the Zoom master to launch the poll. Is it done? Can I proceed?
That's done.
Okay. Thank you, Sachin. Next, let us have the R-counter report from Toastmaster Anisha.
Yes. So the report goes like this. TM Toastmaster Ame. So more than 7 alls, 3 and 2 repeats. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Aarti, 3 3 1 repeat word and 1 short pause. Speaker 2nd, Toastmaster Sai Kumar, 2 short pauses. Speaker 3rd, Toastmaster Dheeraj, 2 3 and 1 so. Table topics. Toastmaster Harsh, more than 7 alls, 4 and 1 short pause. Toastmaster Kalpana, 1 Toastmaster Manas, 2 1 and 1 short pause. Toastmaster Dhyanesh, 3 and 2 Toastmaster Haripriya, 1 and our evaluator Toastmaster Ankit, 1 and 1 short pause. And Toastmaster Anand, 1 Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anisha. Now let us move ahead to the last role player of the auxiliary roles. Let us have Toastmaster Divya to present the grammarian report.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm back with my report. So today's session witnessed some fine language usage by our members. So firstly, starting off with the noticeable quotes that we saw. So the first one was leadership is capability to translate your vision and into reality. The other one was one should not be judgmental and should evaluate to motivate. So those were there, and we saw some amazing words being used. The list being sequeling, compelled, ignition, saturation, engrossing, apprehension, strive, disgust, impressionable, decay, strive. The noticeable idioms that were used were against all the odds, got me hooked, come out with flying colors. That's it. And I'm happy to announce that we saw the word of the day was used by Toastmaster Dheeraj, Nikita, Toastmaster Ankit, Toastmaster Kalpana, and Toastmaster Anand. The phrase of the day was also used by Toastmaster Ankit and Toastmaster Kalpana. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Divya, for that detailed report on the grammarian side. Okay, so now let me present my report. The meeting started on time at 4 p.m. and Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Sachin, he gave a detailed explanation about the online meetings, and also he established the mission of Toastmasters Club. He donned 3 different roles as the presiding officer, Zoom master, as well as the Sergeant at Arms. Well done, Toastmaster Sachin. As the presiding officer, he thanked the previous ExCom, and also he welcomed the new ExCom. That is a very good sign. And the hand gestures, even within this short, as a role player, your hand gestures were very apt. Whenever you explained about your story, your hands went up and down based on that story comments. And that was a beautiful story. He had a wonderful message, never lose your value. The way he related to Toastmasters, that was also well done. And he did the new member induction for Toastmaster Darwin. and also he took all the guest introduction. Thank you so much, all the guests, for most of the guests had enabled their video and they had broken the ice. Thank you so much. And coming to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amay. Okay, so I had this thought. The irony is that you look like a hero, and with that that glittering T-shirt in the top. And on the contrary, you choose the theme villains of Bollywood. So that was actually a very sweet theme, and the way you presented, you took us through the different characteristics, and also you mentioned that real villains, villains in the movies are, many of them are real heroes, and sometimes vice versa also. So those were all very well depicted. You calmly and clearly explained all the segments of Toastmasters and today's session particularly. And you also recognized the Zoom master. Poor fellows, most of the time Zoom master doesn't get recognized. You also recognized them. And you also introduced all the role players with one-liner about the mischievous things that they have done in their kids as their in their childhood days. Okay, and also you had a beautiful Toastmaster of the day had a beautiful message. I also would completely comply with that. Hero isn't a hero without a villain, definitely, right? So it is. I could relate with APJ Abdul Kalam sir's quote that you can't see light without a darkness, right? So that is in line with this. And thank you so much for sharing and taking us through different villains and also their characteristics. Thank you so much. Coming to the speakers, they have been already evaluated. I'll just give a glimpse. Toastmaster Aarti as the first speaker, she had fabulous pictures and also she related to the theme. That was coincidental, I'm not sure. And the way she did an analogy with Munna Bhai MBBS and also her own style, communication style, that was well done. Okay, and and also she derived her communication style to be assertive communication style. Coming to the speaker number 2, Toastmaster Sai Kumar, less is more. I felt he's a theatrical kind of speaker. He has all elements. He has good voice. The way he uses his tone in appropriate speeches, appropriate places in the speech, and also his body language. He also did jog in today's session. And the self-deprecation, that is the best tool for bringing out humor in the speech. So he has utilized that weapon very well. And I felt he was able to hang in with all the audience by delivering a very relatable speech. Okay, so how to lose weight and how he gained weight. Thank you so much. And speaker number 3. We had speaker number 3, Toastmaster Dheeraj. He always comes with a research topic, and I always feel that from quantum computing and to today's speech, today I got the answer how come he's so knowledgeable. So he has done his PhD. He's doing his PhD and several other courses. Thanks for sharing that knowledgeable and brilliant content. And also you had a very interesting title, Why Greater Than H, which meant why greater than how. Okay, so that was well thought of. Okay, just a couple of tips for the prepared speakers, not just for today, for any prepared speaker. So avoid some disclaimers like my name is and what is the title I am going to speak about, who is my mentor, because you are already been introduced by the Toastmaster of the day on the virtual stage with those details. So avoid this, and also try to work on the pace of the speech. Pace of the speech you can rectify by recording it and then listening it on your own. Recording it as a video and then listening it once again, watching it once again. Okay, so coming to the table topics master, Toastmaster Nikita, wonderful job today. I felt today she was like a professional. She clearly explained about the table topics, what is the benefit that somebody gains as being a table topic speaker, and also she described about the different timings. The way she explained, I felt like a announcement that is done by a pilot or air hostess, right? That was very professional. That sounded very well. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikita. And also creative, certain topics were very creative. Thanks for bringing out those topics. Toastmaster Harsh as the first table topic speaker, great interpretation with age. You interpreted the topic in a very different way that as it has to depend on the age. So you interpreted it very well, and you also presented some statistics about the facts that is done on the intelligence, and you concluded very well. Second table topic speaker, Toastmaster Kalpana, a second chance. She, on the contrary, took on a sideline. She went against the topic in the beginning. That was well done. And I felt she has wonderful command over language. She is very expressive in her, I could see it from her face. And she immediately related to her personal experience in the past, and she came up to the present and also in the future, how one can act. So that was, and the beautiful message, first is always the best. And she also concluded very well. Toastmaster Manas, side of me that nobody knows, he justified with all human beings what are the different sides, and a very beautiful thought is that, you know, the side depends on the perception of the other person. So that was a well thought message that you delivered within this short duration. Thank you so much. And Toastmaster Dhyanesh Prabhu, home is where the heart is. I felt that was a very heartfelt speech. Throughout your speech, you were talking about your personal incident, your travel from Ratnagiri and back to your home, from Pune back to your home, different places, and you had a brilliant eye contact and also the hand gestures. You tried to the maximum. You acknowledged your wife also. That actually justified to the title as well. So well done, a job well done. The last table topic speaker, Toastmaster Haripriya, back to the school. I felt she is also a very good speaker. Dancing, she means the way she expressed her interest towards dance, even her fingers and her hands, she expressed in such a way that she is a dancer. Okay, and also the ABCD analysis, and she also told that she is again going to go for a dancing kind of event in a wedding, and she is going to back to meet her school friends. So as such, I don't have any special recommendations for the table topic speeches today. All of them did a fabulous job. So coming to the last segment, evaluation segment, DTM Ankit, he always presents his evaluation in a very calm, and also he never rushes the content. So that is a very good quality of DTM Ankit. The hand gestures was also brilliant. The way he analyzed the presentation, interaction, and the structure, that the points he analyzed and presented, that was well done. And intricate observation about the fonts. I also observed about the fonts, the way it is represented. So that was a very intricate observation. And he mentioned about the objectives. That was on a most positive way and encouraging way. Thank you so much, DTM Ankit. Evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Kalpana. As I told, she has very good command over language, always smiling. And that is a very good quality as for the evaluator as well, because that is taken in the most positive way by the speaker as well. And the references were used in an encouraging way and also a motivating way with appropriate comments. The observation on the content and also the connect with the audience message was immediately relatable, that the speaker could implement in the next speech onwards. Evaluator number 3, Toastmaster Anand. As I've always told, he is a very sweet evaluator. He is very comfortable in his hand gestures. That is what I have observed. And great observation, not just about the speech, but also about the speaker. He also had great observation about the speaker, depicting the quality of the speaker. And finally, he ended with the, before the conclusion, he ended with the giving the suggestion with, by paraphrasing with Simon Sinek. He is also my favorite, with why, start with why. Okay, so that was evaluation that was well done. I felt one of the evaluators, you could, don't rush up without concluding, try to conclude. You have enough time, try to conclude. That is the only point I had. And the auxiliary role players, timer, Toastmaster Preetham, you had a wonderful background. When I called the timer, suddenly I saw the background and, he is staring at me. And that is a tough task. Job well done by Toastmaster Preetham. Accounter Anisha, she was she had very keen observations and also about the filler and the crutch words. Grammarian Toastmaster Divya, she explained in detail, and also the observation of the quotes, that quotations or proverbs that is used by each of the speaker was also well captured. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed the session. Just 2 recommendations. One is on the agenda, you have the XCOM members. Okay, that is a very minor, it's not it's just a tip. Try to include the IPP name as well. Okay, so Club XCOM includes the IPP as well. So try to include the IPP name apart from the 7 XCOM role players in the agenda. Sergeant at Arms, try to have a different person only for that particular meeting, so that the presiding officer also gets introduced. So that's it from my side. I thoroughly enjoyed the session. Please vote for the best auxiliary role players as well. Now I would like to hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator Subramanian. That was a succinct observation. This job well done. And with that, I would like you all to know that we have Area M3 Director of District 98, Toastmaster Raj. A very warm welcome, Raj, to our meeting. And I would like to know that how you felt about our meeting and what are the good and the things which we can improve on. Please share your observation. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sachin. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and visible.
It's my great pleasure to have in meeting of a speakers committee Toastmasters Club. The day when I got to know that one of my inspiration is club president and past division M director Ankit is leading this club. I wanted to visit this club since many days, but today I got this opportunity, and it's very great to have even a very first time today. About the meeting, I loved many facts about the meeting. 2 points I would like to include. I loved all the preparation every role player had for the meeting today. And second point, I loved you included Toastmaster promise in the meeting for the new member. I love both of this a lot. And really feedback part generally, well, it has covered many things. I really appreciate that. And my best wishes to everyone for your journey in the Toastmasters, for journey of the club in this current year. And thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Sachin.
Thank you so much, Raj, for sharing your observation. We hope that you will join our meeting, our incoming meetings in future also.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. With that, let me move towards the award section. Let me share my screen. First, I would like to present. I would present my screen for the our first member which has joined today. That is Javin. 1 minute. Yeah. Ankit, can you help me in spotlighting Darwin? Yeah, thank you, Ankit. So congratulations, Darwin, for joining our club, and I hope that you will get everything what you have for. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Next, I'll share the results. I need 1 minute for editing the slides. Just give me 1 minute.
So by that time, we can have a group picture. So
yeah, we can have a group picture by that time. Yeah. Manas, will you help me in taking the screenshot for the same?
Yes, yes.
So instead of
Okay, everyone, please turn on your camera.
Yeah.
Okay, smile.
Done?
Yes, done.
Okay, thank you. 1 minute. Yes, I'm done. Okay, let me share my screen. Yeah, so best role player. Sorry, 1 minute. One minute, sorry. Yeah, so best role play auxiliary is me myself. Sorry for the wrong slide. Thank you. Moving on to the second one. Best table topic as won by Toastmaster Kalpana. Congratulations, Kalpana, on that.
Put Kalpana on spotlight, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations, Kalpana.
Thank you.
Third is best speaker won by Toastmaster Sai Kumar. Congratulations, Sai Kumar, for winning the best speaker certificate.
Thank you.
Best role player is been tied between two, Amay and Subramanian. Congratulations to both.
Thank you.
And the last one is best evaluator is also won by Toastmaster Kalpana. Congratulations, Kalpana, on winning 2 certificates, 2 awards today.
Thank you. Thank you.
With that, I'll end the meeting officially, and we can have a offline session. And if anyone want to share anything about the meeting, I will stop the recording now.